recording, so we'll go ahead and get started on our mat in child's pose. Knees can be far apart or knees can be close together, whatever feels good for you and your body today. Your arms extending out to the front of the mat, forehead resting on the mat. And taking a moment here to center ourselves, to get really present in the current moment. Maybe let go of any distracting thoughts on the mind and set those aside. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. The next inhale, we'll raise up onto our fingertips. We'll walk our hands to the right side of the mat. Gently lowering down here. The chest close to that right thigh. Creating space in the left ribs, in between the ribs. Making sure that left hip anchors towards the left heel. Grounding down. On the next inhale, coming back up onto our fingertips. And we'll walk our hands to the center and then to the opposite side of the mat. And this time, expanding through the right rib cage, creating more space in between the ribs, length in the spine. Back into the center. Back to child's pose. Taking a moment to set our intention for practice today as we get moving. So finding things that you can bring more of into your practice. Maybe grace, maybe kindness to yourself. And noticing things that maybe you can do less of in your practice. Maybe self-judgment, criticism. Just noticing those areas. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Slowly come up for a tabletop position. Shoulders stacked right over the wrist. Hips stacked right over the knees. We're going to tuck our toes under. Really pressing all 10 fingers, all 10 toes into the mat. Engaging the core. One long line from the crown of the head all the way down the tailbone. Big inhale. Exhale out. And we'll begin moving through a few cat-cows here. On the inhale, dropping the belly towards the mat, raising the head. On the exhale, pulling the chin to the chest, rounding away, pressing the mat away. And we'll move back and forth in between these two poses. One breath, one movement as you inhale, lifting, raising the chest. As you exhale, draw the chin towards the chest, press the mat away, rounding away. Good. A few more rounds. Back into the center here. Big inhale, right arm raises. Exhale, let's thread it through. We're just taking a little hover here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hovering through. Good. Good. Last one. Big inhale, filling up. Maybe looking up. Good. Exhale. This time we'll take that shoulder stretch here. So allowing a little weight into that right shoulder. Keeping the spine nice and long. Left hand can come up onto the fingertips if it feels nice. Giving a really gentle twist in the torso. Not forcing anything here. Breathing. Left hand plants back into the mat. Right arm's going to raise. And we'll send it back into the center. Get ready to do the other side. Big inhale, left arm raises. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, threading through. Last one. Taking the stretch here and on your shoulder, allowing for that twist in the torso. So right hand plants in the mat. Really long through the spine, gentle twist. And left hand plants back into the mat. Right arm's going to raise all the way to the top. And then back down. Any movement that may feel good here, giving yourself permission to explore, remembering that this is your practice, so doing what feels good in your body, doing what feels right for you, listening to that inner hearing of what feels good for you. Toes will tuck under, hips lift 1 inch off the mat, or knees lift 1 inch off the mat. Holding here, one long line from the crown of the head all the way down the tailbone. Holding here. Breathing here. And slowly lowering back down. Again, taking anything that feels good. Maybe a little rock front and back. Maybe you want to take another cat-cow. Giving yourself permission to do that. Moving how feels good for you. Back into the center here. Hips in, up and back. Downward dog. First downward dog of the day today. So paddling out the feet. Again, our practice is meant for us to explore, for us to move through. So giving yourself permission to take those wiggles, take that movement that may feel nice, that stretch one way, or whatever feels right for you. Whenever you're ready, we'll take a slow and steady walk to the top of our mat. And forward fold when we get here. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees. Your knees don't have to be locked out here. Crown of the head really heavy towards the mat. Making sure we're breathing. If it feels good, you can grab opposite elbows. Releasing the arms. Left hand plants to the mat. Right arm will lift. Gentle twist here. Back into the center. Opposite side. Right arm plants. Left hand raises. Back into the middle. Yeah. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Raise with the crown of the head. Big lift, filling up. Once we get to the top, immediately folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Hands come down to the mat. Feet step back. We'll bring our knees to the mat. We'll slowly lower our chest to the mat. Good. baby cobra here. So small lift. Back to downward dog. Big inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Big inhale on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Good, last round. Take the walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Start lifting with the crown of the head. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to do 2 more rounds just like that. Moving one breath, one movement, slow, mindful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. One foot steps back. The other foot steps back. We'll bring our knees down. We'll bring our chest down. Inhale, baby cobra here. Exhale, downward dog. Tuck the toes. Shift it back. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Inhale on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Good. Big inhale up. On the exhale, bend the knees. We'll make it way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. The crown of the head starts to lift. Raise, filling up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. One foot steps back. The other foot steps back. Good. Knees come down to the mat. Or maybe now you want to make it a little bit harder. So just slowly lowering your body to the mat. Inhale. Staying with the baby cobra. Or maybe lifting to the upward dog as we build more warmth in the body. Bend the knees, send it back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, down through the heels. Inhale on the toes. Exhale, down through the heels. Good. Last one, big inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bend the knees. Look to the front of the mat. Make your way there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Raise with the crown of the head. Lift, lift, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands heart center. And taking a moment here, closing your eyes, pressing your thumbs against your heart, pressing your feet down and into the mat. Maybe bringing our intention into the practice again right here of what can you do more of and what can you do less of in your practice today. Noticing your breath, noticing what your body feels like in this moment. Big inhale, filling up. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, half lift. High plank. Lowering to the mat here, however feels right for you. If you want to take your knees down or lower down. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, pressing back to downward dog. Big inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Big inhale up on the toes. Exhale, pressing down through the heels. Good, last one. Big inhale, filling up. On the exhale, bend the knees. Look to the front of the mat. Make your way there. Inhale, half lunge. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, bend the knees. Raise with the crown of the head. Big fill up. Hands to heart center. On the exhale. Big inhale, filling up. Exhale, chair pose. Beautiful, strong chair poses. What can we do more of here? Maybe it's grounding down. Maybe it's lengthening through the spine. What can we do less of? Letting go of the judgment. Letting go of any negative thoughts. Big inhale in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. So continuing through the vinyasa, or knowing you can always go straight back to downward dog, option is yours. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Inhale, right leg raises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, raising. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Yeah, this time right foot drops behind the right hand. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Good. Strong crescent lunges here. Big inhale in. Exhale. Taking the lean forward, chest towards the front thigh, arms swoop back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, folding forward, arms swoop back. Good. Inhale, raising. Do 2 more. Exhale, coming forward, arms swoop back. Good. Big inhale, lifting. Last round. Last one, we're going through molasses, slow motion. Swooping the arm as we fill up. Good. Exhale, back heel comes to the mat. Warrior 2. Beautiful warrior 2 poses. On the inhale, straightening that front leg, reaching to the sky. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, raising. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Good. This time we're going to reach to the front of the room. Reach, 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 reach. Hand comes to the thigh. Left arm goes to the ceiling. Beautiful. If it feels good for you, we can go ahead and extend that right arm or left arm all the way up over the head. Good. Inhale, windmilling back to the top. Exhale, high plank. Through the vinyasa here, straight back to downward dog. It's always up to you. You always have downward dog. You always have child's pose. If you need a moment. Inhale, downward dog. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Good. Last one. Big inhale, lifting up. On the exhale, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat, make your way there. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to move onto the other leg here. Bend the knees. Begin lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale, heart center. Inhale in. Exhale, chair pose. Beautiful, strong chair poses. Big inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. High plank. Hands plant. Step back. You know the drill here. Through the vinyasa or straight back to downward dog. Inhale upward. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful job. Left leg raises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, raising. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. This time, left foot drops behind the left hand. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, folding chest towards the thigh. Inhale, lifting up. Beautiful work. Exhale, folding chest towards the thigh. Inhale, lifting up. Good. 2 more. Good. Last one, slow motion here. Slowly raising up. Good. Exhale, back heel comes to the mat, warrior 2. Beautiful work. Inhale, straightening the front leg, reaching to the arms. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one. Beautiful work. Good. We're going to reach to the front of the room. Reach, 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 reach. Forearm can come to the thigh. Left arm, right arm can come straight up. If it feels comfortable for you, we can take that right arm and go ahead and swing it all the way up and over. Extended side angle. Good. Inhale, raising back up. Exhale, high plank. Through the vinyasa, or straight back to the downward dog. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Actually, let's child's pose it, yeah. Sit that hips back towards the heels, forehead resting on the mat. Maybe take a moment to take your forehead side to side on the mat to give a little release of the neck. Big inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Noticing any sensations in the body after we've got some blood flowing, pumping, and got some movement happening. Couple more breaths here. We're going to add just a little bit more onto that sequence before we start to wind it down. Big inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. Slowly come back up to a downward dog. And pedaling the feet out. Maybe taking the hips side to side. Whatever feels nice here. Good. We'll take the walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Raise with the crown of the head. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, heart center. Down into chair pose. Beautiful work. Inhale in. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. High plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right leg raises. Knee to same side elbow. Inhale, lifting. Knee to same side elbow. And inhale, raising. This time right foot drops behind the right hand. Inhale, up, crescent lunge. Good. Big inhale in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raising. Exhale, folding forward. Good. Last one. Big inhale, filling up. Exhale, folding forward. Good. Back into the top. On the exhale, drop that back heel to the mat. Warrior two pose. Good. Big inhale in, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, warrior two. Good. So we're going to reach to the front of the room. Take our extended side angle here. So we're gonna do a little bit of play. If you have a block at home, I highly recommend maybe grabbing a block. If you don't, you can maybe grab some books, maybe come to a wall for this part of the practice. So left hand's gonna go ahead and just come to our left hip. Good. We're gonna reach forward and reach to our block, a book, maybe the couch, whatever feels good for you here. We're just gonna shorten our stance and take little hops with our back foot. So we're just gonna lift up and put it back down. Lift up and put it back. Good. Last one. Good. Inhale, lifting up. Beautiful work. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Good. This time we're gonna try to hold our half moon. So if you want to stay at those little hops, that's totally okay. Or you can go ahead and come into a half moon pose here. Reaching to the front, reach, 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 reach. Hand comes down to the block, down to your books. Left arm comes either up overhead or to the hip, whatever feels right for you. And we'll take one big hop here. For our half moon, wherever you're at is perfect. If you're taking hops, that is totally okay too. Good. Slowly come back up. Good. Exhale, high plank. Through the vinyasa or straight back to child's pose. Up to you. Inhale, upward. Exhale, child's pose. Big inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, sigh it out. More of, less than. More of, less of. Maybe you need more compassion for yourself. Maybe you need more acceptance for where you are in your practice. Maybe you need less judgment. Maybe you need less effort. Whatever it is that you may need more of or less of, just being aware, just noticing these things. Not judging, not criticizing, just noticing these things. Big inhale in. Exhale, side out. Big inhale in. Exhale, side out. Whenever you're ready, we'll slowly come up. We'll get ready for the other side before we start to cool your arm down. So toes like under, hips and up and back. Good. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale down through the heels. Last one. Inhale, lifting up. On the exhale, bend the knees. Make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Raise to the crown of the head. Reach, 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 reach. All the way up. Exhale, chair pose. Good. Big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Through the vinyasa, or you can go straight back to downward dog and meet us there. Totally up to you. You can even just take the little knee to the ground, move. Whatever feels good. Downward dog. Left leg raises. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Good. Inhale, raising. Left knee to the left elbow. Last one. Good. This time, left foot behind the left hand. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, forward. Sweeping the arms up. Last one. Good. Left foot goes to the mat. Left heel goes to the mat. Warrior two. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Now we'll take that extended side angle, reaching to the front. Left elbow to the left knee. Right hand reaching up and over the head, one long line to here. Good. Take the right arm to the right hip. We're going to shorten our stance. Left hand will find our block, or if it's comfortable, find the ground, whatever works for you, whatever feels right for you. Maybe you're next to your couch, that's totally okay. So we'll take our little hops here. So I'm just going to take little hops. Wherever you are is perfect. Good. Big inhale back up. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale back into center. Good. Half moon pose here. Reaching to the front. Hand comes to that block, to the books. Back foot's gonna kick up. Wherever you're at is perfect. Flex your feet if your back foot's raised. If you're still taking kicks up, that's totally okay. More of, less than. What can you bring in more of? What can you let go of? Good. Back foot slowly finds the mat, lifting up. Exhale, high plank. Through the vast vinyasa here, or straight back to your downward dog. We'll be actually in child's pose, so pushing back to child's pose. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale in. Exhale, side out. Noticing what your body, what your mind feels like after moving, after breathing, after balancing. Tuning into your breath here. If you may have lost it during practice, during flow, it's totally okay. It's totally normal. Just bringing it right back to you, your awareness now. And on the next inhale, slowly raising back up. We won't be here long, but we're going to take a downward dog. Right leg raises. Listen the right knee to the right elbow, the right ankle to the left wrist, pigeon pose. Settling back here. Staying upright if that's enough for you in the hip. Or if it feels okay for you today, melting down to the ground. You can grab a block, you can grab a pillow or a bolster here. Whatever feels good for you. We'll be here for a few breaths as we're winding our practice down, bringing it closer to the ground, closer to stillness. And making sure we're taking deep breaths here. Two more breaths here. Slowly and steadily press back up, being gentle here. Tucking the back toes under, slowly lifting. Take that right foot or right hip in some circles here. Before we move to the other side, so whenever you're ready, left foot raises, left knee to the left elbow, ankle ticks in. Knowing whatever your pigeon pose looks like is perfect. Lowering down here, staying upright if that feels good, or lowering down here. Making sure to listen to your body if you have anything that hurts. There may be some slight discomfort in this pose, but if you have something that's hurting, maybe in your knee or something like that, just gently backing off. This practice is supposed to be gentle. It's not supposed to be painful on our bones, on our joints. Two more breaths here. Slowly lift back up. Taking the back foot. And again, taking some circles with this hip. Doing what feels good here. Feet are going to walk all the way to the front of the mat. And we'll take a gorilla pose here. So peace fingers to big toes. A big bend in the knees, crown of the head really heavy towards the ground. Big inhale in. Exhale out. Maybe giving the head a gentle shake yes and a gentle shake no. Release the hands from the feet. Bottom will slowly come to the ground. And it'll come all the way to our backs. Keeping the block with you if it's handy. We'll go ahead and use it in just a moment. Hands down to the ground next to us. On the inhale, we'll lift one vertebrae at a time. So slowly lifting from the toe bone. One vertebrae at a time. Rising up with our breath. On the exhale, we're going to take it back down to the ground. Slow and steady, one vertebrae. And back up with the tailbone. We'll do a few rounds of these, moving one breath, one movement. And then last one here, we're gonna hold our bridge pose at the top for a few breaths. Let's do 3 breaths here. If you want to tuck your shoulders under, that's okay. You can grab hands if you'd like to. Lifting the hips, squeezing those legs in together, 3 breaths. After the 3rd breath, we'll slowly roll back down to the mat. And knees come into the chest. Big squeeze in. Maybe a little rock side to side if that feels good. Hands will come out to a T or a goal post, whatever feels good for you here. Knees are going to fall to the right side of the mat. The higher the knees are towards the arms, the more intense this twist is. So finding somewhere that feels good for you. Looking straight ahead or over the opposite shoulder. We'll be here for a few breaths. Two more breaths here. Slowly come to the middle. Take it to the opposite side. Looking straight ahead or over the opposite shoulder again. Nice deep breaths. Letting our weight surrender into the mat. Give the knees a squeeze and maybe a nice rock back and forth. We're going to take one more final twist here. So first, letting the left leg out long. Give the right knee a little squeeze in here. Left hand goes to the right knee. Right knee goes to the left side of the body. Looking straight ahead or over the opposite shoulder here. Find a few breaths here, just a little bit deeper of a twist. Not forcing anything, being gentle. Two more breaths here. Slowly come back onto our back. Bringing the other knee into our chest too for a nice squeeze in before we take it to the opposite side. So right leg goes down to the mat. Left leg, maybe some rocks back and forth, some circles in one direction and the other. And we'll take our right hand to the left knee to the right side of the mat. Looking straight forward or over the opposite shoulder, again, whatever feels good for you here, on your neck, on your spine, and your shoulders. One more breath here. Slowly come on to our back. And give the knees a big squeeze into our chest. Maybe a little rock back and forth. And we'll take a happy baby pose here. So peace fingers to big toes, soles of the feet, palms of the hands to soles of the feet. Getting out any movement that may feel good here. Maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe you rock so hard you roll out. That is okay. Playing, exploring in your movement. We'll take a shoulder span here, or a plow pose here. Whatever feels right for you in your practice. So lifting up through the hips. If you want to take a shoulder stand. If you want to take a plow, bringing those toes to the ground behind you. Being gentle on the neck here, making sure you don't turn it left or right, especially when look at the video or anything like that. Keeping your head and neck in line. You can keep the knees long if you want, or you can give them a really deep bend to come into a hangman's pose. And we'll slowly roll back out, being very gentle on our spine. And knees into the chest. And we'll take toes to the sky here for just a moment. So this is a great place to bring your block underneath your tailbone. And just take our toes to the sky. Just take a moment with our eyes softened, our hands out to the sides, palm up. It's not often we let gravity do a little opposite work for us without working hard for it. Maybe giving some points and flexes in the feet. I often like to think of this pose as a glitter shaker that you make when you're in elementary school, how all the glitter sinks to the bottom. And then when you flip it upside down, it takes everything and shakes it all up. You come back down to the mat. Or if you want to leave your block here, you can, or you can move it out from underneath you. We'll take one last happy baby pose here. So the block makes a nice little addition. It's a little bit of extra support for your spine. Feet come back to the mat. We'll lift up and remove our block. And we'll take a Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together. Butterfly legs resting on the mat. One hand on the heart, one hand on the chest. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale in. Sigh it out. Noticing your body, your breath. Just bringing your awareness to any sensations you may have after practicing. Whenever you're ready, extending your feet to the ends of the mat for our final pose, or final resting pose, Shavasana. Settling in, getting out any little movements, wiggles, fidgets you may need so we can come to stillness for the last few moments of class. Taking a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sighing it out. Big inhale in. Sigh it out. Noticing where your body is making contact with the earth below you as you sink your weight even deeper into the earth. And letting your breath naturally return back to its rhythm. Notice how your chest and belly still raises when you fill up with oxygen. And how naturally the belly button falls back towards the earth, towards the spine as you exhale. Not trying to change it or manipulate it, just noticing the breath now. We spend so much of our time doing. We forget we're human beings having a human experience. Our yoga practice helps us bring us back to that, back to the present moment, back to our current awareness, our current experience. Notice the mind begin wandering, not judging it, not criticizing it, just bringing it right back to your breath, right back to the mouth. Maybe bringing our intention back into the practice more of, less than, more of, less of. Maybe finding more surrender. And letting go of any resistance, any tension. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, sigh it out. Start wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness into the room. Maybe reaching overhead like you're waking up in the morning. And turning the corners up on the edges of the mouth for a gentle smile. Being very slow, we'll bring one knee up and into the chest, and then slowly let the other one follow. And then we'll roll onto one side in a fetal position. Taking a moment of gratitude, a moment of thanks for our practice, for our bodies that do all this work for us, not only in our practice, but each and every single moment of each and every single day. And very slowly, very steadily raising to meet me seated on the mat. Hands at heart center. Eyes softened. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale out. I hope you continue to find ways to use the more of, less of tool, not only in your yoga practice, but in your life. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks for tuning in and practicing with me today, guys. I hope to see you soon.